What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a song in the style of nu metal, like Korn, Linkin Park, maybe a little bit of Slipknot. Let's hop into Reaper and get right to it. So the first thing I do when I'm writing a nu metal song is I usually come up with a rhythm. I don't start with a riff or a drum beat, just a straight up rhythm. Usually something percussive sounding. So let's try and come up with a rhythm right now. Okay, that works. So the next thing I do is I go in here and I tap the tempo. So okay, 141. I'm gonna now come up with a drum beat that kind of fits that. So this is on Superior Drummer, by the way. So yeah, I'm just gonna have the kick drums going to the same rhythm as the guitars. And then I'll just have a crash cymbal kind of going along with that. And I'll repeat it again, and then on the second repetition, I'll add a fill. So this is our drum beat. Okay, cool. Next thing I'm gonna do is grab my guitar. It's in drop A. And I'm using the Neural DSP Nully plugin. I usually use a real amp, but I'm just using that because I'm using all of my microphone cords on here. Okay, so here's the riff. This is what I think it would sound like. I think that sounds cool. So let's record it now. So this is the main riff being recorded. That sounds really cool. I wrote that riff just by using an octave chord and just alternating between the open notes and the octave chord. So like I said, it's all in the rhythm with this style. There isn't a lot of notes. There's only like 3 notes in there or 3 different, there's 2 chords and then there's just an open drop A note. That's it. So I'm going to double track that. One on the left, one on the right. Awesome. I think that sounds good. Sounds a lot like Linkin Park, but a little heavier, sort of getting into that Korn territory. Next thing I'm going to do is come up with a lead that's going to go over the top of that. So yeah, I'm just going to hum out a lead, and I'm going to look up, put a flanger in there, and maybe like a little bit of delay or something. Cool. I like that. Sounds cool. So now we're going to go into some sort of a verse. When you write a verse in this style, you want to think about where are you going to go from here. Like you want to start kind of mellow and then build it up. That's how you get the intensity. Okay, so now I'm going to record the verse. So yeah, let's go into the pre-chorus now. Basically, the pre-chorus is going to be a way heavier version of the verse riff is what I'm going to do. All right, so let's do this. Made that rhythm a little harder than I needed to. All right, left side. All right. I think I'm going to add a little bit of a lead on that as well. That rhythm at the end is really hard. I don't know why, but that's fine though. All right, let's go into the chorus next. So yeah, you just want something that's a power chords that really builds up. That's really the most important thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay down, I just laid down the drum track for the chorus. Put a little fill at the end. I'll just show you guys what I have for the chorus. I go to that chord at the end just to give it a little bit more of a melancholy kind of dark, like hair in front of my eyes. I'm an edgy 12-year-old kind of a sound. All right, let's do it. Na, 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 na. This might end up becoming the vocal line, the vocal melody, but for now I'm just gonna do it on guitar. All right, let's try recording it. It's kind of confusing. All right, repeat it twice. So now we're going to repeat the chorus twice. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat basically I'm going to repeat the main riff and the verse. And then instead of going into another chorus, we're going to surprise them with a heavy nu metal breakdown. So it's kind of different. It's not like a deathcore breakdown. It's not chugging and stuff like that. It's going to just be more like a more intense version of what we already have. That's my idea in my head. Oh, sorry, wrong track. So the rhythm I have this time is... So what we're going to do first is we're actually going to like kind of lead into it. So we're going to change the cymbal up as well, because we've been riding that crash cymbal the whole song so far. And maybe we'll switch it up and we'll throw in more variation. So you really just focus on the rhythm. The notes themselves aren't super important. It's just about getting that groove. All right, then that's gonna basically lead back into the chorus. We want a big fill that leads back into the chorus. Back in the chorus. All right, guys, so that's the basic structure of the song. Next thing I'm going to do is record the bass and then come back and we're going to start on the vocals. The bass is now recorded and I'm going to reamp it later, but this is where we're at with the bass. And I'm just going to start working on the vocal tracks now. So basically what I'm going to do is just hum out a melody and start coming up with lyrics that sort of match that melody. All right, so let's start working on some lyrics. Let's do that. I can see inside your light. I can see through all your lies. Nothing seems to break through the disguise. I can see through all your lies. Nothing seems to break through the disguise. I don't really want to use the word through twice in a row, but I mean, I'm doing this quickly for you guys, so we're just going to go with that. So let's see what it sounds like with the... Through all your lies. Nothing seems to break through the disguise. All the hatred and jealousy leads us to the point of no return. Cool. All the hatred and jealousy leads us to the point of no return. I felt you whisper. I felt heart grow cold with time. I felt you whispering. I don't need to use felt again. I felt your heart grow colder with time. The rage burning inside the I felt your heart grow colder with time. The rage burning inside. We could use your demise. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but the rage burning inside your demise. That's cool. I felt your heart grow colder with time. The rage burning inside your demise. Yeah, sure. I felt your heart grow colder with time. The rage burning inside of your eyes. Why didn't I think of that before? Your eyes. Come on, that's the easiest one. Inside of your eyes. That's the easiest way to do it. Inside. Why did I not think of that like 5 years ago? Of your eyes. I felt your heart grow colder with time. The rage burning inside of your eyes. I felt you pull into the darkness. The pain echoing further now. They're out. Cool. That's a cool chorus. I mean, it doesn't really make a ton of sense, and it's just generic, but I mean, it works. So that's the thing. We're gonna go for that, and then we just need another verse. I can see through all of your scars. I can see through all of your scars. They remind me of what. Oh, they remind. Wait. Me of what you have become. All the hate and jealousy leads us to the point of no return. The point of no return. Something kind of like that. The point of no return. Feel it burn inside, feel it burn inside. And then back into the chorus, double chorus. And then we're going to do something fancy with the ending. And yeah, nothing fancy, actually. I'm just going to repeat this stuff. So, oh, yeah, there it is. So, yeah, guys. So now I'm going to go track those vocals. Then we'll come back. We'll add some finishing touches. And I'll do a quick mix to kind of show you guys. I won't show you everything in the mix. I'll do a quick mix. And yeah, we should be good. So I'm going to go do that now. And I'm going to also reamp as well. All right, guys, so I just finished the vocals, and now I'm going to show you guys the entire song. This is the finished song. The vocals were very tough to sing, and I have not sung in about 6 months. I have not really done any vocals, so it made it challenging, but let's play it, and let's see how it sounds. I can see boom, there you have it. There's the song. So I think it's pretty good. I think if I had a little more time on the vocals, I probably could have made them a lot better. Vocals always takes me the longest, but I think it sounds good enough for this video, and you guys kind of get the idea. So first thing, I'm going to go over the vocal mix. So this is what I did for processing on the vocals. I used NS1 just to cut out some sounds. It's a noise suppressor, so it's just cutting out any like little noises in the background. Another gate to cut out more noises. De-esser, Shep's Omni, saturation, a little bit of de-essing, a little bit of high end at 8K, a little bit of mid cut, and then some compression. Gain reduction, RVox for more compression, and then some auto tune that's kind of doing something a little bit. I just kind of slap it on there. So that's basically the vocal chain for all of the vocals. The chorus is pretty much the same thing. Those are running into Valhalla Vintage Verb, just a little bit of reverb. I mean, they're pretty dry sounding, but it's just a little bit of reverb slapped on there. I added this breakbeat sample, which sounds like... That's just giving it that hip-hoppy, like, it's 2001 and we have frosted tips kind of a sound, you know? It's way in the background, but it just adds that extra electronic feel to it, kind of like what Linkin Park did on Hybrid Theory and a lot of their albums. Guitars, the bass. I reamped it. I put it through L2, Pro L2, just to limit it so that it's more consistent sounding. And then I have this EQ where I'm cutting some mids, boosting some highs to get more of that string sound. And then, oh yeah, this is actually a sidechain, the sidechain EQ from the bass. It's the kick drum is automating this right here. You can see it's lagging, but that's because I have a ton of things going at once. But it's lagging, but that's what it's doing. About 3 dB whenever the kick hits. I have this little sound here. That's right when it comes in, just to kind of make it more intense. For the guitars, I have Pro Q destroying the mids. And this is just to make room for the snare drum, pretty much, is the whole point of doing that, and the vocals and stuff. And then I'm cutting any highs out that I think are too harsh. I added this compressor to it. Just a little bit of compression, actually a decent amount. And then C4 is just to cut out the chugging. So it's at 250, and then these are my settings. Just the Andy Sneap, the classic Andy Sneap trick. So when I chug, it's not overwhelming. It compresses the low end. And then for the drums, I'm using Superior Drummer. Using Superior Drummer on the new flavor kit. And that's being routed out to all these. So I have the kick drum right here using the UAD 610B. A little bit of EQ. More EQ. Compressor. And a little bit of high-end shine, a little bit of character to it. And then that also has a sample playing alongside it. So you have the main kick, and then I have the sample playing at the same time, just to give it a little more beef. If I take out the sample, that's what it sounds like. Now if I add it back in, it just adds a little bit of like punch. And then I have the snare. And in the snare, I'm actually boosting a lot of those mids that I didn't have, that I was cutting. So I'm boosting 3 dB of 200 on the UAD 610. And then I'm boosting more mids because I kind of want that ringy, like, ringiness to come through, you know? And then I'm cutting some high mids, some highs. I'm boosting a little bit of highs up here, and then I'm compressing it with the same compressor. I use this on everything. And it's clipping. But that's fine. I don't really care if it's clipping. If you guys noticed up here, the vocals are clipping hard, right? I was gonna change it, but I actually thought it sounded better like this because it had a little more of that distorted nastiness to it, and I actually just thought it fit better. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the mix. It was a fun song to work on. Hope you guys enjoyed this and learned a lot from it. And I'll definitely do more of these videos in the future. It's a ton of work, but I think it's worth it. And yeah, so catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.